What's going on, guys? Welcome back to your Creepy Friendly Universe, your Creepy Uncle Vito, and welcome back to Ether 1. I just got done recording a couple horror games, so I needed a chill game after all that. Well, Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, I don't know if you... I guess it is a horror game, but it's not like uber horror, but it's still pretty unnerving. I got turned sensitivity now. Well, even at the lowest setting, this is pretty... Okay, Devil Mine Harbor. Okay, getting back into this, the problem is, I don't know what to do. Oh, sit. Okay. Okay, that's just me sitting. Devlin Mine. Harbor. Here's the problem. What do I do? Because this is all where I can show collectibles and shit like that, right? Sit here. Okay, so it has to do something up there. Okay. So maybe I have to go to... Travel to Pinwheel Harbor. Okay. This is where I'm back here. Oh! I think this is new. Ooh. Here's a guitar. Much to my dismay, we can't play it.
Right. Let's try to make sense of all of this. Explore whatever you can, and I'll keep in contact with any new information.
Alright. So this is the town I passed through. So I guess I'm just exploring the town. Okay. What's this hissing?
You found one. A memory fragment. Good work. A ribbon. This must be Jean's representation of them within her mind.
Okay, it looks like I got another one of those things for the safe deal. Oh, I can actually go in here. Maybe it's not here. Here? Okay, here we go. Ooh. This is cozy. Bell's inventions breathe fresh air into Pinwheel. Have you seen this music box? If you have, please contact me, John S. Hang on. Oh, God. Sorry. What secrets does the lighthouse hold? A lover's note number 3. Sorry. I found this old letter this morning whilst I was sorting through all of your old things. I had completely forgotten that we had done this all those years ago. I don't know why I am writing this. You are gone now and I have to accept that. I have to. I am 89 and can barely write properly. I am no use to anyone without you. Everything here has changed. No matter what happens, I will never forget your radiant face, and even though part of the school was built over where you were buried, where we buried the capsule, I still remember the code. It's your birthday, of course. 0911. 9/11. Okay, that's a little bit of fucking creepy. I miss you so much. Sex. Okay,
No,
so...
I completely disagree.
You disagree with what? I'll turn that off just in case that is copyright. Pete Hill Reserve Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey. Okay, this is spelled properly. Okay. For those of you who don't know, I do drink scotch, whiskey, bourbon, and everything like that. And if you want it to be proper, those of you who are of age, no underage drinking. If you see something that says Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey, you want it to whiskey to be spelled with the S-K-E-Y. If it's spelled S-K-Y, that's whiskey from Scotland, or at least that's what it properly is. That's what Scotch is. No E means from Scotland. E is American. At that point, if it's got the EY, it's bourbon. Oh no, I need this. I don't need that.
Hello? I don't think anyone's here. Hello?
Hello! I'm here! I was giving a lesson on Scotch. And the appropriateness of it. Silverware drawer. Silverware drawer. Books. I can sit upstairs. It's a little dark up here. Huh. Lover's note number 1. Oh, excuse me. My love, I want us to do something together that can last forever. Something that someone in the future can find one day and understand the feelings that we have for one another. I'm fed up with all the normal stuff that people do when they date. I feel like we are different, that our love is deeper than the rest in some way, something important. I thought that we could recreate a time capsule of all things that we hold dear for one another. From letters to treasured items. Bury it somewhere special. Somewhere that it will remain safe for hundreds of years to come. What do you think? Right back. Tom X. Okay. Mention the time capsule.
I wouldn't exactly say orange.
Okay.
Oh, a pencil.
What the hell are you talking about, lady? You're not talking to me, I can tell you that. Okay. Lover's note number 2. My dear Tom, of course I shall help you with your time capsule. It's wonderful and romantic and exciting. I also feel that the love we have is different to all the other couples. Their arguments and squabbles showing that we must have something unique. I have never felt this way about anyone else in the world, and I wish we could be with each other for all of time. Do you want to meet me this evening by the old oak tree, down from the church and near the edge of the cliff? It will be a perfect place to bury the capsule. Bring the things you want to put in it and a box to use. Love you with all my heart, your Juniper Berry. Oh, that's sweet.
Hey, how you holding up? I got the message. You don't sound yourself when you're in there. I still can't shake this feeling that this whole thing is a bad idea. But I guess you need this. I don't know. Hey, how you holding up?
Okay, turn that. Okay, sorry.
I got the message.
I saw 6 buttons.
You
I
don't
thought there
sound
would be
yourself
6
when you're
messages.
in there.
Sorry.
I still can't shake this feeling that this whole thing is a bad idea. But I guess you need this. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, another ribbon.
I must say, I am impressed, Restorer. You've done such wonderful work this evening.
Yay!
Just between you and I, there's a lot riding on this restoration. It's our last week of funding, and, well, I haven't got any usable results. You're my last hope, and it's very important that we succeed.
Pinwheel Mayday Festival. Scar music and celebration. So Mayday! There was Mayday here!
10 people. A small wedding. But moving country means making a new life and new friends.
Every town has its own May Day celebration, but many people travelled from around the British Isles for the annual Pinwheel Maypole Morris dancing competition. Such a beautiful English tradition, and a rare thing these days.
This is another reason why I love doing these games. You kind of, like, become, like, immersed in this world. Like, walking simulators like this, like Dear Esther, which I am going to be playing Dear Esther for the channel, probably after I beat this. But it's games like this that kind of make you feel something different that you don't get in other normal games. Because there's games like this, like I said, Dear Esther, Everybody's Gone to Rapture. Just these games where you could just walk around and just be told a story. It's basically that same kind of feeling you get when you were younger, that your mother or father or grandparents or whoever told you a bedtime story. I just love the feeling that this gives. First panel. Oh, is this a little puzzle I gotta figure out down the road? Nope, I'm taking that. Okay, what's this? Mayday preparations. Simon Shorrocks. Make sure you tidy and clean all of the upstairs bedrooms before I return from town. I need them spotless as we have Grandpa Joe coming to stay with us for the Mayday festivals. Georgina. Please can you clean up the pots in the kitchen as well as mop the floor? We'll be cooking for many tonight and I want to cook hassle-free. It's called mise en place. Sorry if you don't know, mise en place means at the ready. It's basically whenever you're cooking, you have everything out and about. Like you've already chopped up all the onions, the tomatoes, the whatever. You have the seasonings right there. You don't have to go looking for anything. It's all out and ready for you. Called mise en place. You're learning a lot of shit today, aren't you? For the two of you that watch this video. Benjamin, can you sweep the hallway and ensure all the windows are open to let the house ventilate? There's a foul smell coming from somewhere in here. I bet it's one of you three. We will be staying in the master bedroom tonight together. I know it is cramped, but we all have to make sacrifices for the comfort of others in this situation. Also ensure that you let me know of anything missing from your equipment. I'll need to order anything through the post office soon. Please don't let me down. Mom! Mom! I'm not going to do the Stewie thing. How about said Stevie? Don't place sugar in the fridge. What? Sugar in the fridge. I've never heard of that. I just don't know why you would do that. I mean, I know some people who put their loaves of bread in the fridge. Something about keeping it fresh or what have you, but I don't know. Cold bread to me is just a weird concept. Pinwheel primary. Nope. Yeah, I just need to look. Pinwheel primary. Is that a ball? It's just like a head of cabbage. Silverware. What do you need 3 things of silverware? This is a nice little, quiet little town. I mean, very quiet. There's nobody here. Oh, ooh. Okay. Okay. Please tell me there's, like, something I could do to, like, get that going. Because this is another way to get another little achievement thing. A shoe. A recorder. Anybody else remember those from elementary school? That was like the thing you dreaded doing. Although some people actually get it to where they're really good at it. And I think once you go to recorder, I think that's where you kind of move on to like the flute and stuff like that. Maybe that's what they're seeing is like basically just to see what kid wants to be part of the band or what have you. Okay, Mom, do you know where my Mayday equipment is? I can't find it anywhere. I always forget the actual names of the Mayday stuff. It's so old sounding. Here's the stuff I need. 1 hat, 2 bells, 1 stick. I think that's all. Thanks. Okay, I've seen... Well, here's a hat. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I could probably do this. 1 hat with like 2 bells and 1 stick. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Oh, I just need to find the 1 bell. There's a hat. Okay. It's probably around here somewhere. I'm gonna go look for that bell. These balls running around here. Alright, cool. I mean, I'm assuming I can come back to this place, so I don't have to worry about it.
Oh no. Oh no, nothing.
What? The Grumpy Knocker. Like, it's just so relaxing. Okay, I'm gonna do another quick pass of the house, see if I can find the bell. Because that's gotta do something. Not sure what. Oh wait, did I look at these? Oh, oh! Nope, nope, nope. Escape. Or maybe this is what I need to put. Bells, quantity 1. Huh. Sure. Wait, I came through here, didn't I? Hey, borrowed a stamp. Don't forget to post the order for your Mayday ankle bells. Okay, so I may have to put ankle... Is it just bells or ankle bells? Okay, I'm going to put ankle bells in 1. Okay. Was it EL or LE? I think it was LE. LE. Okay. Sorry, I don't know how to spell. Ankle. Oh, I can't write anymore, so maybe it's just bells. One. I said I borrowed a stamp. Maybe I need to get the stamp. I don't know if this is having anything to do with what I need to do in this game, but... Sorry, I got the schniffle. Maybe there's other stuff in other houses. Okay. Because I'm not
The
seeing...
boys used to make the fish talk. Ugh.
How do you make fish talk? Oh, you can actually open this.
A
Okay.
crow with an injured wing, just lying there on the beach.
I imagine this was almost a second home to most of the fishermen who lived here. There was a strong reading when you walked in. There's a story to be told here. I think you better keep looking.
I hear a whisper. Number for you. Hey, thanks for locking up for me tonight. Don't forget to leave the key in the safe so that I can get in my room when I return. The combination is 1513. Thanks, Elaine. Okay, I need to find a safe in here. There's something hissing. Is it down here? Oh, there it is!
You know, I am sorry about before, the relapse and all. Just remember, it's incredibly important that we trust each other. Don't worry too much about her brain. I'll be monitoring it on my end to ensure that no severe damage is caused during your visit.
Thank you. Ah! Okay, I need this to do this. No? Okay. I'm gonna leave this here. I need to make sure I keep that with me at the end. Okay, what's this? Lock door when going to bed. So that's the key you gotta do for someone. I'm gonna leave it there because that's where that's gonna be just easier to remind myself. Barred customers. Can all the staff please take note of the following customers are currently barred from the Crow's Nest pub. Do not allow them to enter the premises till their bar is lifted. Jim Thompson, 5 years. Damn. Mark Pennant, 6 months. Christopher Fletcher, 8 weeks. Maggie Hemingway, 5 weeks. Steve Gregson, 1 week. Thank you, Elaine Gregson. Oh! Steve only gets banned for 1 week. Same last name. Is that hubby? Okay, again, what do you have to do to get banned from a bar for 5 years? Jeez. This just leads up to the front. Oh. The hell kind of a bell noise is that? Let's move up here. Oh, another projector. Okay. Maybe this is like... Oh, wait. Lock the door. Pinwheel brew. Okay. I'm going to run downstairs, grab the key, head back up and see if that key unlocks the door on the second floor. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I don't think it'll work, but gives us something to do. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Bathroom. Still need to find the safe. Alright, I'm gonna go back downstairs and grab the, thing. Or wait a minute. Can I grab this? Is there a way for me to go back into the little thing? Aha! Return. Work. What? Okay, it's T. Okay, maybe I have to be, like, an actual finish thing before I can head back. Okay. Alright, let's just keep on looking around. Oh, another ribbon.
Did I ever tell you about an old colleague of mine who experimented with brain cell transplants? Taking them from one memory and surgically implanting them into another. An attempt to reconfigure their minds, he said. Fascinating stuff, really. Imagine what we could do with that level of scientific freedom.
It glistened in the shop window. A music box with the most beautiful decoration.
A great man once worked here. Part philosopher, part engineer. His radical new ideas changed the course of history forever. Let's find out what this has to do with anything.
I mean, a lot of these doors are locked. Failures. More damn failures plague my work. The experiment has been breaking all of the time, forcing me to buy in bulk or to search out expensive and specific parts. The Hemingways who run the post office must think that I am creating Frankenstein's monster. Sometimes I wonder if I am, especially with so many failed attempts. It's like God is stopping me in my tracks, preventing me from creating this wondrous machine for some unfathomable reason. How can more conversation and contact be a good thing? Be a bad thing? Hey, Bell. Okay. I feel like I just need to remember everything, because this is like a pretty big, it's borderline open world. I mean, it's not massive open world, no, but a lot of this stuff I'm going to have to remember where it is, and then go back to it later. What's in here? Oh. Hey! Ah! Okay, that may just be moving shit out of the way. Tuesday's handover. Hi, Jan. All cashing up has been complete, and the books have been filled out. I have replaced some of the stock on the shop floor with our reserves and have ensured that outgoing mail is ready for delivery. The parcel situation, however, has not lessened. I know we hired Matthew as a temp to aid us, but I feel like the work is still not getting done. Even after that chat you had with him last week. I heard from Doris Farrell that he had been in the crow's nest every night this week, chatting up Elaine Gregson. A bit brave, if you ask me. I heard she was a bit of a tough one. I'll see you when I am home, Philip. Is he the one that got banned for 5 years? Not sure. Okay.
Ugh, the smell.
Theft report. In the early hours of Sunday morning, a Mr. Thompson and a Mr. Penman stole a shipment of J.D. Taylor's locally brewed beer from J.D. Taylor Warehouse. The two scoundrels, rather than instinctively selling the shipment, slunk off to a secret storage house upon the dock where they proceeded to drink the majority of their haul's contents. An alert was brought to the station at 4 o'clock Monday morning when neighboring residents began to complain about the horrendous singing that was coming from within the storage house. By the time we appeared on the scene, both perpetrators had fallen fast asleep over their precious goods. Arrests and charges followed due course. Okay, somebody stole some beer, got drunk, they're in jail. Aha!
Another one. You're really doing a very good job, Restorer. Although I should mention, the board are going to be monitoring our progress tonight. So failure to retrieve the artifact is simply not an option.
Okay, thanks for putting a little bit more pressure on me, lady.
Tone, the rhythm. Just listening to that melody would never get old.
Okay. What the heck? Dung dung. Okay. Whew. Inspirations. Stood in the center of the market, I can hear the potential for my new communication system. Imagine long-distance conversations bringing everyone closer together. Family, friends, and business. We all love to talk, to discuss ideas, and to hear loved ones' voices. Stood in the center of the market, I hear conversations. Susan Sherricks talks to Jan Hemingway about Matthew Lewis and his charming manners with the ladies. Dr. Foster commandeers in his doctoral manner to Howard Peterson that at his age he should really quit smoking. George Thornton tells his daughter Jean that if she is good today, he will buy her some sweets from the market. Conversation is king here and everywhere, and if my system can work, then it can be king in the home, connecting us all together. Wait, A. Bell. Is that Alexander Graham Bell? Like the guy who invented the telephone? That's his name, right? Alexander. Well, it's Alexander Bell, I think, but I think is the middle name Grant? Grand? For some reason, I want to say Alexander Grand Bell. Oh, a little side shower thing. That's actually kind of cool. No door, so it'd be awkward coming around this corner like, haha, somebody naked. Okay. Did I come in here? No, I didn't. Oh, no. I had to test it. Lathe. Okay. Coal. No idea what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. And that's all that matters. Let's head upstairs. Bible. Damaged floor. No shit. Dear Mr. Bell, although I'm grateful for your extra income, I'm slightly worried about the damage you've done to my floor whilst putting your cables under my workshop. The floor looks very weak and I am nervous every time I have to carry something heavy over it. In a way, I've made the repair cable you asked for. It's only a temporary fix, but it should do the job. We'll talk about the floor again soon. Okay. Yep. Bible. Oh. Dear Aaron, my sleepless nights have now almost stopped. The rolling sound of the buoys out at sea help me drift off every night, and Poppy sleeps soundly at the foot of my bed next to my tools. Oh, it must be a dog. It has been difficult to continue blacksmithing in the same capacity as an old man. There are so many repairs that I need to do for the locals that I am just not quick enough to do it in time. Anyway, those Wainwright kids have been playing around the furnace again. They come down to watch the toy boats races on the river, but like to take excursions into my workshop. I know you and our Hossery neighbors with their parents, so could you have them ask them to have a word with their children for me? I just don't have the energy to chase them anymore. Oh, glitched out for a second. Okay. Make sure there's nothing in these drawers. At least nothing that stands out. And that's another reason why these games are ones you can just relax with. Because whenever you just find notes and you read something... Ooh. Oh, I feel like that's going to be important somewhere. I got to remember these. But I feel like once you kind of get into the game and start reading about it, the world kind of starts being created just before your very eyes. Yes, you have to basically imagine, but just imagine the old man in here working, kids that are watching the races, Wait, where's... Okay, the ocean's over there. Yeah. Just watching the boats race, and then they stop in here, just messing... Just... Kids being kids. And old man complains, tells the parents, kids get a little bit of a slap on the wrist. That's about all she wrote. But it creates a visual
The
that...
mind can be like a blank canvas, or a picture can be left incomplete for a generation, only to be finished years later in life.
The blacksmith was a vital part of the British town for a very long time, but with industries growing and taking over, they had to find other ways to survive and remain in trade. This particular smith became well known for his sculpting and other decorative metal work. But apparently he became a recluse after the industrial decline and destroyed all of his work.
And that's another thing why I like these games. I just got explaining, like, just a normal day events. He was becoming an old man, and it was getting hard for him to basically do more blacksmithing, because blacksmithing is very difficult work. Both, you got to be very precise, but you have to also, it's a lot of physical labor. And as you age, you just don't have the energy anymore. Then time just went on, and I hate saying it, but his work became obsolete. And you just feel bad for him. It's one of those games that just really enjoyable, but it takes a different mindset to kind of play these games where you're not shooting everything, you're not being scared by everything, you're not jumping constantly. It's a story. This is basically interactive fiction, where you build the story. The story's already been preset, yes, but you build it at your own pace. If you're coming in here just to blaze through it, just to beat the game, you're not going to get the same enjoyment as you do as you just take your time, slow down, and ribbon!
Please remain focused in there, Restorer. I can't stress to you how much I'm relying on you to succeed. I've been let down far too many times before, and I won't stand for it again. What?
Why you blame... Why...
Yes, I asked you half an hour ago. No, I want you to inject it now. I don't care. They have clearly stated the procedure's intentions, so do as I ask. Sorry about that. I need to go and sort out an incompetent individual as per usual. I'll be back shortly.
Okay. I'm gonna be here. What was she talking about? Oh. Something in here? Huh. The only thing I will say that a lot of people may not like about it, it doesn't give you a clear indication as to where to go. It's forcing you to look around. Some people are going to hate that. But when you've been playing games like this as long as I have, you enjoy that part. You enjoy not being told, hey, go there to further the objective. See, the thing is, though, I don't know what to do, but I have no problem
Oh,
just...
look at the moon! It's so big. Or is it Friday?
What? No idea what she's talking about. Okay. Let's go up here. I think I've explored the majority of the houses throughout this. This is, I think, where I came out, so I'm going to go this way now. Or is this just same thing? Oh, that's a loading screen! Or the loading logo in the corner. Ribbon. Let's go ahead and get this. Okay, look at that view.
Hello, Dr. Edmund speaking. No, everything is coming along as expected. He's showing some good progress. I know, but... Yes, I understand. I'll send the results as soon as possible. That was observations. The board are expecting results soon. We simply can't miss this deadline. There should only be one more memory fragment in this area that we need to find. Please don't let me down like the others did.
Oh, okay, so these ribbons are what I've been looking for. That's the goal. Okay. Now I know what to do. I mean, yes, I mentioned earlier that I enjoy just looking around, but it didn't tell me what I needed to do. Now it did, so I need to find one more ribbon. So, I'm off exploring again. And there are other areas that I didn't look at yet. But it does do that little hissing to let you know that it's near. And I'm feeling like either... Have I been down here? I mean, I've not been down this way, but... Oh, no, I've been here. Okay. But it gives us an end goal now. We know what we're looking for. It doesn't tell you where it is. But... This is where we started, right? Yes. Okay. And this is another reason why I probably...
Have you got an umbrella? I didn't think we'd get caught out in it today.
That's another reason why I haven't played too many of these games on the channel. It's slower paced, and for YouTube that's really not always a good thing. But when you kind of do the games that I play, mostly horror and stuff like that, or something that's a lot more fast paced, having these kind of resets my mental stability. I mean, it's not like I'm going crazy or anything like that. But I know that... Okay, these doors were locked. I do know that as you go, you eventually get bored. With horror games, it's getting to the point where you anticipate the jump scares. You are pretty much knowing that they're going to occur. With this, if a jump scare comes all of a sudden, it'll be more effective, because it's been so far relaxing and... I mean, they're very, very beautiful game. Oh, post... Oh, this is what I pulled that up for. Okay. Pinwheel Post, May 2nd, 1966. Disaster. Mine collapse kills 23. Oh, shit. Yesterday, a terrible accident occurred within the Brimcliff mine, killing 23 of its workers. A chilling explosion ran throughout the village and could be heard as far away as Devlin. In a routine expansion of the tunnel deep underneath the surface, what should have been a general and safe explosion went terribly wrong when it detonated, causing a severe cave-in, trapping 23 men to the rock collapse extended to the sea bed high above the cave, causing the chamber to flood, killing all of those who were inside. Oh shit. Reports that the warden, Mr. R. Burton, was incapacitated at the time and could not communicate with Mr. Remo, the evacuation officer, have raised major concerns that this could have been prevented. So somebody was passed out drunk, and 23 men died. Jeez. Just nipped out. Philip, I've just nipped out, but that shouldn't be too long. Could you please make sure that you keep an eye on the counter for me whilst I'm gone? Matthew is upstairs sorting through the parcel backlog that the bank holiday has caused. He told me it was taking him a lot longer to go through because of the weird and heavy equipment that Mr. Bell had been ordering from London. Apparently the fellow had ordered a whole load of stuff related to buoys and church bells. A trifle strange if you ask me, but each to their own. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Jan.
Andrew was the oldest brother, and the most mischievous by far. Rob usually did whatever he was told, and Harry was too young to argue back. Did you ever hear the story of the Knocker? Andrew asked in a sinister tone. The Knocker? His brothers replied, looking at Andrew skeptically. Yes, it lives in the mine past the dock. Legend has it that an old man went into the mine once looking for his dog, and some strange crystal in there changed him. Changed him into what? Rob inquired, already far too interested for his own good. Andrew's face grew wide and animated. No one knows, because everyone who sees him dies. But apparently, he knocks on the wall with a massive stick, and if you hear it, it means he'll get you. Then what happens? Asked Rob, nervously.
Yo, you can't leave us off... No! Man, you can't leave the story off like that! Bullshit. Okay. This is what the little thing upstairs was about. got that. Now I just need to... I'm going to start looking for that ribbon, though. We got to move this along. I'm sorry. I'm enjoying myself. I really am, but... YouTube reasons. Got to move on. But, again, this game has been so enjoyable. It's been one of my favorites as far as a walking simulator. And I just love these stories that kind of paint a story. Whether you enjoy the story or not, it's... I honestly couldn't tell if a lot of people are going to enjoy this or not, but so far I have. And I know YouTube is a lot about getting the views and stuff like that, which normally that doesn't apply to me because, like I said, I'm not being paid for this. I'm doing this for fun. I enjoy what I do, and just because, honestly, it started off as simply, when I did veto sessions, it started off as just giving me something to do because I was bored, I didn't know what to do. I needed some kind of outlet. I needed a creative outlet. I played music for a little while, but, like, the bands that I were in either A, just didn't take off, not everybody actually showed up and worked. Nah, we had several bands
I hate the smell of raw fish.
The bands that I've been in, it's just like, people didn't want to put in the time, the effort to write, because writing music is very difficult. Writing good music is very difficult. You can write a song in 30 seconds. And it's still just be good. But some people can write it in 5 minutes and still be good. Actually, I know I'm off on a tangent, but for those of you who don't know, there's a song out there called Cherry Pie. You know, you've heard the song. She's my cherry pie! It's like one of those stereotypical, like, sexual songs. I think Warrant? Was it Warrant? I can't remember. I think it was Warrant who wrote it. But the story behind that song was they were done with the album that it was going to be released on, and Cherry Pie wasn't written. But there was only 11 tracks on the entire CD, and the record company said, "It's good, I like it, but can you just write one more song? 11 just seems kind of short." So they're like, fine. They were just going to plow through it and just not even give two shits about it. And the song that they ended up writing was Cherry Pie. There was a rumor going around, I think it was Janie Lane. I can't remember I think that was his name. The singer. He said he wrote it in 5 minutes, and there's a rumor going around that he hated it. He hated the song, he hated what it had become, and somebody asked him this in an interview, and he said, "I don't hate the song, I just never wanted my career to be summed up in just one song." Which, sadly, if you don't know, that pretty much is the case. Cherry Pie ended up being Warrant's probably... I guarantee it's not Warrant, though. I can't remember the name of the band. But I do know that ended up being... Damn. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go find that key in the pub and start checking these doors. But I do know he hated the song because it ended up being the only song that people wanted to hear. Basically, they viewed the band as a one-hit wonder. And I hate saying it because I love the band that I'm about to say. Warrant, so-so, they're not too bad. But a lot of them ended up being just one-hit wonders. Like, look, excuse me. Let's just take Dragon Force, for example. Dragon Force, if you don't know, is this name of the band who wrote the song Through the Fire and Flames. They have a lot of good songs, but not all of them were as well perceived as Through the Fire and Flames, just because of the long guitar solo by Herman Lee and the other guitar player, and I'm so ashamed of myself that I don't remember his name. But a lot of them... Right now I'm just checking for locked doors since I got that key. But that's the thing, going back to what I was saying before. When you're writing music, it takes time to actually write a good song. Sometimes you can write a really good one in a couple minutes, but normally, 9 times out of 10, that's not how it goes. And the music that I was playing, we weren't that great, but we were just doing it for fun. Because it gave us something to do after school. Because I started playing music when I was like 16. I quit playing music probably when I was like 23 or 24, give or take. Just because I had to be an adult, I had to start paying bills and everything like that. Dang! Basically becoming an adult. I still somewhat play now, not live. I still have a guitar around here somewhere. But I miss playing music. But whenever I quit playing music, that creative outlet in my life kind of went with it. I used to write books as well, but that kind of took by the wayside because I had, you know, bills to pay. So I needed something that I could do that literally doesn't take me too long to do, and something that I enjoy doing, which the remaining one of that was video games. Okay, I've already got this one. Whenever I started playing video games, I started, you know, with the stereotypical ones, like Call of Duty and stuff like that. I mean, I had the PlayStation 1 when it first came out. I had the Nintendo 64. I didn't get that when it first came out. That was a couple years later. But a lot of the games that I played that were a lot of people didn't like, I was like, instead of just accepting them at their word, I was like, well, why don't you like it? They just said it's boring. But I need more information than that, so I have to find out. I think I've already checked in here for the key. I was like, okay, I'll play it to figure out what you're talking about, because I honestly don't know. And they said that'll be a waste of your money. I was like, that's fine. It's only like $20 now, because everybody doesn't like it. I'm not talking about one game specifically. There's been several games like that that people told me not to buy, because they think it sucked. But there have been a few games that I loved that not everybody did. Probably my personal favorite game that people hate is Clive Barker's Jericho. A lot of people hated that game. I don't know why. It's a good story. Yeah, the controls are a little bit rough, and the graphics are not really great. But what it lacked for in, like, some of the mechanics, the story was really good. I liked it. And I'm sure a lot of you have noticed that I generally prefer games that have a good story. And that's what kind of drove me back to doing this, because, again, for those of you who don't know, I played the game. I used to play, record for a channel called Veto Sessions. That was my first channel. And once that kind of, well, long story short, it got hacked. And they deleted everything. So instead of, because I didn't have all the raw data, or the raw files still left over from what I uploaded. So instead of just uploading half series, oh, I've not been this way. Instead of loading up
Don't talk so loud. You'll scare them off.
Found it. But instead of starting over, I just deleted the channel. The channel was still active when it got hacked, but I just deleted it outright. Why I got hacked, I don't know, because I was a shitty YouTuber. I think I had like maybe 10 subscribers then. I mean, I'm not doing much better now, but... Here we go. Ooh! Let's go ahead and do this.
Remember, Restorer, I will not let you project back to the real world until our goal is reached. Don't worry about what's happening on my end. I'll make sure you're safe. As long as you help me, I'll help you. And we'll get through this in one piece. Now, when you're ready, come back to the case and let's access the first core memory of this evening.
The case? Is that... this? Aha! Okay. Wait. Oh, that's cool. Wait, so I gotta find these memories, so there's gonna be 8 per thing that unlocks it. Okay. Harbor, okay. Hang on, let me see what this lady was activating about the thing. I feel like me clicking on this door would activate it, but... You know what? I've already recorded long enough, I'm gonna end the episode here. I love this game. I really do. I love the story that's behind it. I love the idea of what it's doing, going in and fixing people's memories. I know I went off on several tangents, and I apologize for that, I really do. But it's games like this that kind of like reset my love for video games and why I do what I do. I've been playing games, probably the most common game that I've been playing anymore has been, obviously, Skyrim, but other games like Dead by Daylight and other games like that where it just kind of took off. Well, I like it, so that's what I mean by took off. It didn't get popular because not a lot of my videos are popular. And I got no beef with that. I don't do this to try to be famous. I try to do this just to give me something to do and something to kind of vent. And every now and then, it's just nice to have something like this to where you can play it. You can vent out your frustrations and everything like that. And let your ideas kind of go from your head and speak them out. Because anything that gets pent up eventually will basically be cancerous. Any kind of idea that you have of anything creative that you want to do, I normally recommend people just to do it. Yeah, you may not be good at it, but still the act of doing it, you eventually get better. Now, I'm not saying since I've been recording for YouTube, I've been better at games. I'm not. I've been the same since I was 16, as far as my ability in games. Yeah, you get somewhat better in games, like in Dead by Daylight, I'm definitely better than what I used to be. But as far as recording process, my editing skills have gone up just a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but I have been able to actually edit. I enjoy the act of editing now. Somewhat. Depends on the video. Some games you just don't click with. Like, obviously, stuff like Bulletstorm and Agony, I will not continue on the channel just because, one, either they were boring or they got me hit with a copyright strike. Or not a copyright, just a strike on the channel. That's why I took that 3 months off, because of Bulletstorm. And it was probably the title I was going to put on the video. I get it. I fucked up. It was my fault. But just in case, if it was anything else, I'm not going to play it anymore. But me doing this is kind of my therapy. I would say it's a free therapy, but it sure as hell is not. And that's what I recommend to everybody. If you want to do YouTube, do it. Yeah, the YouTube market for gaming is flooded as all hell. But it gives them something to do. If you're trying to go onto YouTube to try to be famous, like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Poods, PewDiePie, Game Grumps, what have you, you're probably not going to succeed. But the act of you doing what you love is what essentially is like a physical cleansing to you. And then it doesn't even have to be video games. If you want to do YouTube for drawing, if you want to do it for cooking, whatever you're passionate about, that's what YouTube is for. A lot of people are relying on YouTube as their income. And a lot of people are good at what they do. I'm saying you don't have to be great at what you do, but if you're passionate about it, that passion will read to the people who watch it. Because, like, even Jacksepticeye and Markiplier said they're not good at games. They just enjoy what they do, and they have that sense of humor to kind of carry them over. I will have very small moments of, like, sense of humor. Most of it's whenever I'm playing with my friends. But it gets to the point where just the act of playing these games that I normally would never have is why I still like doing this. Yeah, I'm not getting views. Probably the biggest rated, like, viewed video on mine is probably one of my videos where I explained I'm going through my depression and stuff like that. Normally when I'm going through my depression, it is when I'm starting to lose the love for gaming. And that's normally whenever that happens, I will normally go cook, because I still like to cook. I'll normally just pick up my acoustic and just play and just watch TV, watch anime, what have you. That's normally when I'll just kind of hit the reset button and give myself a break. Alright, you know what? I've gone on enough tangents for now, but in the next video of this, we're going to see what else we need to do as far as going to the Pinwheel Harbor, even though I was there. But maybe once I click on that door, it'll actually give me that little crystal we saw at the end of the first episode. And just kind of go from there. But for now, regardless, hope you enjoyed yourself with the Creepy Family. It's been your Creepy Uncle Vito playing Ether 1. Hope you all have a good one.